everyone, my name is Laura. This is my YouTube video lesson draft for Anthropology 111. So the topic I'm going to talk about today is primate social organization. I really love studying how humans organize themselves to make effective social systems, or sometimes ineffective systems, and how humans live with groups and quite a bit of variance among different cultures that we see. Yet each culture figures out a highly intelligent and social way to effectively coexist together. Primates do the same. That's why primate social organization is one of the most interesting areas of primatology and really anthropology to me, because it shows the natural origins of that inclination to socially structure yourself. So we're going to dive right in. So primates will organize themselves in several different ways, just like humans. The reason for that is there are a lot of different types of primates that have different needs and different social personalities and complexities and nuances as a group and as individuals. So for the sake of this lesson, we are going to let our green primate heads represent females, and our males are going to be yellow. So the first one we're going to talk about is solitary, just like it sounds. You're on your own. So primates that follow a solitary social organization, the males and the females pretty much live separately and alone from each other. The exception of this is during the mating season, because for the sake of evolution, they have to reproduce. So their territories will often overlap with one male and one female. And they'll interact a little bit during mating season, and then the female and male will separate, and the female will go off and she'll raise her offspring on her own, and the male will be independent as well. The next social structure we see is monogamy, a term we're familiar with. A lot of these terms we're going to be familiar with. This is with one female and one male. Now, monogamy relationships among primates can either be for a mating season or for a lifetime. We see sometimes where primates will mate with just one other mate for that season, and then the next season they'll find a different mate. But oftentimes we see that they end up mating for life. Examples of monogamous primates would be gibbons, some marmosets, and some lemurs and tarsiers. The next one we're going to look at is polyandry. So this might be a term we're not as familiar with. So poly means many, andry means males. So not only are we not too familiar with this term, but it is a very rare social structure amongst primates. This means that there's more than one male, andry, more men, to one female. Again, this is a very odd structure that we see in primate groups. This is primarily prevalent among tamarins, because when the female gives birth, she gives birth to twins. So the two males, or however many males there are in that social group, will be put to use raising individual offspring. So there's more of like a one male to one offspring match. The next two that we're going to talk to are both different types of polygamy. Now polygamy is, we may or may not be familiar with that term. It means many females. So the first one we're going to look at is single male polygamy, which is just like it sounds, one male to several females. Now, we see this primarily with gorillas. That's the most common single male polygamy primate organization structure that we see. It's oftentimes there will be one leader amongst the group who has fought his way to be that leader, and he will control the territory, and he will have the females to mate. We see a lot more sexual dimorphism start in the single male polygamy and the multi-male polygamy, because there is that kind of fight amongst males for who gets the females. Different topic for a different day. The next one we're going to look at is the multi-male polygamy. So this is when you're going to have more than one male with more than one female. So we're going to put these three females here. So the multi-male polygamy system is interesting, and there will actually sometimes be subgroups within the main social organization. The most common primate group that we see partake in this organization are chimpanzees. So if you see groups of chimpanzees, you oftentimes see a lot, for starters, but it's more than one male, and there are hierarchies within that. Finally, the bachelor system. So bachelor, like it sounds, is all male. Now this actually tends to form because of other systems. So this will form because of the solitary system. So we're going to move this guy over here. And this will also sometimes form from the single male polygamy social organization structure. This is because if there is one male to a bunch of females, then there's going to be a lot of males left over, in a sense. So they will actually form their own group, and then they'll form their own group, and then they will sometimes even challenge males in different structures, and then one of the ones from the bachelor group will end up taking over the territory and the rights to mate with the females. So that is, in a gist, primate social organization, which is a great starting point for a lot of other topics about primate behavior.